Love doesn't exist in business. Her father's cold voice echoed as he signed the papers, cutting her off from her inheritance, her company shares, and even her name. She walked out of that mansion into the pouring rain, clutching her belly, her unborn child, the only thing left that truly belonged to her. And that's when he saw her. Ethan Cross, a janitor working the night shift, was wiping the lobby floor of the building where she used to hold board meetings. He wasn't supposed to talk to the executives. He wasn't supposed to interfere. But when Maya stumbled and almost fell, he dropped everything and ran to catch her. "Careful, miss," he said, steadying her as her knees buckled. Her eyes met his, eyes full of exhaustion and something far deeper, loneliness. That night changed everything. Ethan helped her sit in the corner of the dimly lit lobby, offered his jacket, and without asking anything, just sat beside her. There was silence, the kind of silence where two broken souls recognize each other. "You shouldn't be out in this rain," he said softly. "I don't have anywhere else to go," she whispered. Something in her tone cracked his heart open. Ethan knew that feeling, the feeling of being unwanted. He'd been there when his wife left him after he lost his job, leaving behind their little girl, Lily, who was only 6 then. For years, Ethan had worked 2 shifts, mopping floors by night, fixing cars by day. All for that child who still waited up every evening for her dad to come home. Without hesitation, he offered, "You can stay in my place tonight. It's small but safe." Amaya hesitated. She was a CEO, once powerful and admired, now being offered shelter by a janitor. But one look at his eyes told her this man had more integrity than all the people who once stood by her wealth. She followed him home. His home was modest. 2 rooms, walls covered with Lily's crayon drawings, and the faint smell of detergent. Yet it was warm, something Maya hadn't felt in months. Lily, the little girl, peeked out shyly. "Daddy, who's that?" Ethan smiled. "A friend, sweetheart. She's having a hard day." That night, while Lily slept, Maya sat at the kitchen table, clutching a mug of tea Ethan had made. She broke down, telling him everything. The betrayal, the shame, the loss of everything she built. Ethan didn't interrupt. He just listened. Sometimes listening is all a person needs to feel human again. When she finally stopped crying, he said, "Maybe this isn't the end, Maya. Maybe it's just a start that looks ugly." She looked at him, confused. "I cleaned offices for years," he continued, "and every night I see people walk by looking down on me. But I realized it doesn't matter what you lost. It matters who you become after the loss." Those words stayed with her. Weeks turned into months. Maya found herself helping Ethan and Lily, cooking, reading bedtime stories, even fixing Ethan's old computer to help Lily with her studies. Slowly, the CEO began to feel human again. One morning, she found Ethan sitting at the table, looking worried. The building where he worked was cutting staff. He was about to lose his job. Maya looked at him and smiled for the first time in weeks. "Then we'll start something new," she said. Together, they began a small cleaning company, Pure Rise Services. Maya used her business knowledge, Ethan used his experience, and little Lily became their tiny mascot, handing out flyers with a proud grin. It wasn't easy. They faced rejection, bills piled up, and Maya's pregnancy advanced. But Ethan was always there, driving her to checkups, defending her when people judged, and holding her hand every time fear crept in. One night, when her water broke, Ethan rushed her to the hospital, holding her hand tightly as she cried in pain. And when the doctor said the baby girl was born safe, he smiled through tears. "She's perfect," Maya whispered, holding her child. "Thank you, Ethan, for everything." He smiled. "No, thank you. You reminded me that kindness still means something." The months later, Pure Rise grew faster than either of them dreamed. Clients loved their honesty and the way Maya treated her workers like family. Investors began to notice, the same people who once turned their backs,